What's going on, Soul Nation? Ginger Prime here, and we've got a bunch of awesome information for you regarding Phantasy Star Online 2 New Genesis. It looks like they have taken a lot of the questions from the community and gotten the official answers. So in this video, we're going to go over them in detail, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on them as well. Now, if you just want to read this for yourself, I'll include a link in the description of this video if you want to go check it out. And thanks for stopping by. I'm glad I've made you aware of the information. But if you're still with me, let's go ahead and dive in. So the article starts, "Greetings, ARCs. Thanks for playing Phantasy Star Online 2. You're welcome. Thanks for bringing it here to North America. We're pleased to announce that we have received a lot of positive responses and questions regarding New Genesis. Hence, the announcement on Friday back on July 24th, 2020. Now, they've taken a closer look at the questions that players have been asking about characters sharing between PSO2 and New Genesis, and in response to the follow-up trailer, the articles here are from the official website. They've prepared this Q&A with all the details that they can provide at this time. So if you want a refresher of what was previously announced, you can check out my previous videos, or at PSO2.com, you can check out the link on that page. Essentially, brand new engine, brand new game, but it's connected. What does it mean by connected? This article goes into way more detail. So how does the system allow you to move between worlds of PSO2 and New Genesis using the same account? And they say the worlds of PSO2 and New Genesis will coexist in a single game. And after logging into that game, they plan to have a similar feature for the current PSO2, basically their block movement feature, in which it allows players to move between each world. Now, they want, we've seen information about the graphics engine on PSO2 side will actually be renewed. How will the graphics change? And in order to be able to play the same character of PSO2 and New Genesis, the graphic engine of PSO2 base, I honestly think base might be applied in future conversation about it, but it must be updated the same engine as New Genesis. And for this reason, they're going to have to adjust the entire graphical presentation of the current game. Now, please note the current PSO2 graphics settings will no longer be available after this upgrade. Moreover, since DirectX 11 is going to be supported, they do recommend the system specs will end up being changed, and it may not run on a PC that does not meet these system requirements. They're going to have more details on how PSO2 will change its graphics settings at a later date, and we're still working on it. Possibly, what a great word. Also working on those requirements, figuring out exactly what systems are needed and what it's going to be supported. So they don't have an answer for that yet. Makes sense if the game is still in development. Now, when you do get to move, when do you get to move fingers? And will fingers still be able to move when equipped with PSO2 base outfits and parts? And they say in New Genesis, the fingers will be able to move in some basic fashion in combat motions. Emotes and supported finger movement will also be released. However, finger movements will only be reflected in New Genesis specific outfits and parts, and not in PSO2 specific outfits and parts. If you have PSO2 New Genesis specific outfits and parts equipped, the fingers will be able to move within PSO2 as well. So that's all a part of that graphical engine connection. So that's really cool to see. So what exactly are the fashion elements of PSO2 and that can be used in New Genesis? And they say the following list details the fashion items and registration information obtained in PSO2 that can be shared between PSO2 and New Genesis. Outerwear, outfit, body parts, arm parts, leg parts. Ticket items with registered information for basewear, innerwear, body paint, hairstyles, head parts, accessories, emotes, voice, makeup pattern, stickers, eyebrows, eyelashes, eyes, and face variants. So that's quite an epic list. Obviously not going into detail on the specific items, but I would guess that, especially if it's AC related, that it's definitely going to cross over, and I would assume that their goal is to get it in with parity, but we'll obviously keep you up to date as that evolves. So what are the specifics on the compatibility between PSO2 and New Genesis character creation and fashion elements? Now, they say regarding the physique creation, all outfits, wearable items, cast parts obtained in PSO2 will be available to use in New Genesis. On top of that, outfits, wearable items, and cast parts available in PSO2 New Genesis in new design specs can be equipped to play in PSO2 as well. The base physique of the character will morph to either a PSO2 or a New Genesis model, depending on which game installment that you are basically equipping the outfit for. Wearable items and body parts originate from. So that kind of makes sense to me in the sense that if it's basically coming from PSO2 base, it's going to kind of have that style and that flair and that setup. If it's coming from New Genesis, that's going to be how that kind of presents that look. The new design parameter of skin glossiness can be adjusted for both PSO2 and New Genesis physiques. I think that's going to be a plus. We really, I'm going to be the glossiest character that exists. I only joke, but it is important. The following explains how finger movements and body paint work. Finger movement is applicable only to New Genesis physiques. Body paint is available exclusively to New Genesis physiques, not applicable to PSO2 physiques. And also, body paint that is designed with PSO2 specifications cannot be used in PSO2 New Genesis physiques. So that's confusing as hell. I'm just going to put that out there. So I haven't fully processed all of this. Hopefully this is making some sense. Let me know if I misstated something or if I misread something there. Because at the end of the day, when it comes down to the body paint, I guess it still sounds to me like they're saying if it's designed for New Genesis, it's going to be part of that. It's still, you would have to have that selected and equipped for that to be displayed, whether you're in PSO or PSO2 New Genesis. And so that's going to be how it goes. And I know I keep interchanging, and I just said PSO and PSO2 New Genesis. Anyway, I'm just cracking myself up. It's always fun when they release news late at night. So anyway, face variants and hairstyles. Face variants and hairstyles of PSO2 are available to use in character customization in PSO2 New Genesis as they are. Moreover, face variants and hairstyles that are designed for PSO2 New Genesis will be added. Those face variants and hairstyles that are designed in PSO2 New Genesis specs are better in graphics and with expanded customization options compared to those to PSO2 base. Face variants of PSO2 New Genesis are still applicable even when the character's physique is based on outfits, parts, and wearable items from the base game, and vice versa. Also, hairstyles of PSO2 New Genesis can be used for face variants of PSO2 base. The same applies the other way around. However, pupil, eyebrows, makeup patterns will be exclusively available as designs and features for face variants of New Genesis, and therefore not applicable to face variants of the base game. In the same manner, pupils, eyebrows, eyelashes, and makeup patterns of PSO2 are not applicable variants of New Genesis. Hoo boy, fashion is a big chunk of this. All right, outfits and wearable items of New Genesis. Compared to outfits and wearable items in PSO2 and New Genesis are better in graphics, and the character's fingers move when equipped. Regardless of the face variant option selected, outfits and wearable items from both PSO2 and New Genesis are available to equip. Nonetheless, wearable items from PSO2 and PSO2 New Genesis cannot be equipped together at the same time. Now, cast parts, this is for you, Soro. Thanks for also being a channel member, by the way. You rock. Anyway, compared to arm, body, and leg parts in PSO2, those of New Genesis are better in graphics, and the character fingers move when the arm part is equipped. Regardless of the head parts and option selected, arm, body, leg parts of both PSO2 and New Genesis are available to equip. Nonetheless, arm, body, and leg parts from PSO2 and PSO2 New Genesis cannot be equipped together at the same time. Regarding accessories, all accessories obtained in PSO2 are available to use in New Genesis. Also, new accessories obtained in New Genesis will have more expanded customability than accessories in base PSO2. Regardless of face variant, hairstyle, head part, equipped outfit, wearable item, arm, body, leg part, option selected accessories from both worlds can be used. Hoo boy! What happens during the expansion content that was redeemed with AC and Star Gems in PSO2? The duration of premium set will be in effect and shared between New Genesis and PSO2, and there are some exclusive features available in New Genesis that will pass as active. In addition to that, the use of character creation permit and duration of material storage, extended storage, personal shop, as well as the expansion of character storage and sub-palette will also be in both worlds. However, please note that the game of PSO2 New Genesis is different inventory expansion, skill tree addition, and duration of max, expand max orders and personal quarters use, and additional use of max and auxiliary partners do not receive the same benefit. Please be assured that they will still remain in the world of base game PSO. 2. Can weapon camouflages obtained in PSO2 be used in New Genesis? Yes, they can be used. However, please note that if it is the case the applicable weapon category is not released, they will not be able to be used. And what that means for those who might not know, not all the weapons might be in the game to start. That might be something that kind of flows into the game over time. Same thing for the classes. We don't have more details on that, but we'll be sure to keep you up to date when that happens. Now, will the titles be shared between PSO2 and New Genesis? This is considered a character growth feature, so it will not be shared, just like in other character growth features. So that's actually pretty huge, because there's a lot of titles you can get and earn, but it sounds like that's going to be a part of the game with New Genesis as something to go track down and chase. So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that? I'll let you know if I have additional thoughts on that later as I kind of process that one. We've learned that Meseta will not be shared. What will happen to the personal shop? There will be separate personal shops specifically for New Genesis aside from the one for base PSO2. In New Genesis, the personal shop and in-game currency specifically for New Genesis, which is not Meseta, will be used for transactions. Fascinating. Furthermore, the items that you can put up for sale will be limited to items that you have attained through contents of New Genesis, and during the duration of putting up an item for sale in the personal shop will be shared between PSO2 and New Genesis. Will the item pack be shared between PSO2 and New Genesis? You will own separate inventory between PSO2 and New Genesis, and information about this expansion will not be shared. As an additional note, the inventory for PSO2 can only store items that can be used in PSO2, and the inventory for PSO2 New Genesis can only store items that can be used in New Genesis. So it sounds like, obviously, with inventory being separate, some of the things that are going to cross over that can only be used will be there. Otherwise, you're probably going to only see it depending on what game you decide to log into. Now, will the storage for PSO2 and New Genesis be shared? All storage information, including expansions, but excluding the Alliance storage and Meseta storage can be shared, or will be shared, and you will be able to stock and take out items attained from both PSO2 and New Genesis. That's great. It would suck to have to go and jump into base game, fill your inventory, and jump back into the game. So that's good that they're doing that. Will partners, friend avatars, auxiliaries be shared between PSO2 and New Genesis? Partners, friends, avatars, auxiliaries function does not exist in New Genesis, so they will not be shared. Well, that's something. Will friend information be shared between the two games? Yes, it will be shared. You will also be able to exchange mail across both PSO2 and New Genesis. The blacklist will also be shared, so if you've had bad run-ins, you can always have that feature. Will Alliance information be shared between PSO2 and New Genesis? Yes, this will be shared. You will also be able to communicate through Alliance chat across both games. This is great. However, the Alliance quarters only exist in PSO2, as well as the Alliance tree and the Alliance storage. Okay, so I'm wondering if that will evolve over time, but we'll have to wait and see. Will symbol art be shared between the two games? Yes, it will be shared. You will also be able to create new ones. Yay, that's great. Will you be able to chat between PSO2 and New Genesis? You will be able to whisper chat, Alliance chat, group chat across both games. Chat functions other than above, which includes but not limited to voice chats, is limited to players in the same area block, which is the same as PSO2. Thus, you will not be able to communicate across PSO2 and New Genesis. So we good Lord, just covered a lot of information. We are beyond excited to welcome you all to the world of New Genesis. Please look forward to more information in the near future, and thanks for your continued incredible support of PSO2. This is a lot of information. Hopefully this has helped clear up some of your questions and concerns, and hopefully not added too many concerns to the pile. Personally, I think all of this was excellent news and exciting. Obviously, I'm very excited to see where New Genesis goes, and the fact that it sounds like it's going to be just like changing blocks in the game is exciting. And as long as if I log back into PSO2 New Genesis, that it personally is going to be very exciting as well. I, for one, am really thrilled and cannot wait to dive more into this game. And I want to know your thoughts, any and all, positive, negative, sound off in the comments below. If you feel like this video has earned it, be sure to hit that like button. If you feel like this video earns your subscription and you haven't subscribed yet, be sure to hit the subscribe button. Come back for more videos and let me know in the comments below if you did. That way I can officially welcome you to the Soul Nation. Thanks to all my channel members for keeping mid-rolls off these videos. I really appreciate it. And thanks again to Ethan Soro for his support at the Fish app level. That really helps out, and I can't do this without you guys. I really appreciate all the new growth and all the wonderful comments and all the great conversations we're having around video games here at Ginger Prime. Hopefully you're enjoying it as well. And if you're not, let me know. Let me know what I can do to improve. Anyway, that's going to wrap it up for me, guys. I love you. I love your faces. Hope you're having a fantastic weekend. And I'll talk to you soon. Take care. This video is sponsored by me, Ginger Prime. Hopefully you'll check out my podcast channel, Ginger Gaming Radio, which we have lots of guests, lots of great conversations, and even more highlights. Links are in the description below. Let me know what you think. Thanks.